Hey everyone, when you're working in Civil 3D, do you keep everything connected? Because if not, then you should watch this video. As in AutoCAD, we have XREF so we can show drawings on other drawings so we can auto-update. Civil 3D has the same thing, it's called data shortcuts. So in this tutorial, I'll show you how to create the data shortcuts for Civil 3D 2025 because there is a slight difference from 2024. So without further ado, let's begin. To start with, I have created a surface. I called it GM existing, and I have placed it under the existing folder under surfaces. If I bring my project folder, usually it would look something like this. So I would have my admin, design, incoming, and outgoing. And in the design, I will have a Civil 3D folder where I have everything in there, the CAD drawings that I use to draw stuff in PDF, and then the extras I use for CAD. Usually the extras is inside CAD in some companies, but it doesn't make a much difference. Now with Civil 3D 2025, I would no longer need this anymore because usually I would have here the shortcuts and I would have an imports folder and exports. But for this tutorial, I'm gonna delete it. How do we create a data shortcut? So I haven't even saved my drawing yet. So I just started drawing. I created the surface. Now I'm gonna go and set the working folder. So I am gonna right click on data shortcuts, set working folder. Now this folder is basically your project folder. So I'm gonna go to my dummy project folder. In the design, I've deleted it actually. So I'm gonna have a design folder. And in there, let's say we have the CAD and then the extra. All I'm gonna do is just click on the design folder, and you can see as long as it says design here, I'm just gonna click select folder. Now once I have set up my working folder, I'm gonna go to data shortcuts, right click and create a new data shortcut project folder. Now you can see in here that this is my design folder, that's my root file if you may. And then I'm gonna create a Civil 3D folder, and then I'm gonna use my project template. Now let's have a look what's in these. That's where it's saved. So let's have a look what it is. So if I go to this PC, users, public documents, Autodesk, Civil 3D project templates, this is the default one that Civil 3D installs. So you can see here, Civil 3D thinks that, okay, when you work on a project, this is what you will need. But actually, I want to create just a Civil 3D folder, and I will need only the exports and imports folders, but basically anything that I will export from Civil 3D and anything that I will use to import in Civil 3D. So I'm gonna select CTS Simple Project. Now, at the moment, my design folder has CAD and XREF. So if I hit OK and then go back to my folder, you can see it has a Civil 3D folder now and has the imports and exports and also has the shortcuts. Now in the shortcuts, this is where all your data shortcuts will be saved. So if we create a surface shortcut, it will create a file here. And I will show you this in a bit. So if we now want to create the surface, we need to first save our drawing. So I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to find my project folder. So in my case, it's in the Sonic drive, temp, file, design, Civil 3D. And I save it in there. I will call it GM for ground model existing. Now I use GM and FM, so for ground model, formation model. So when I do the cut and fill, it comes ground model at the top and then formation at the bottom, so it's more clear. But you can name it whatever you like. Now if I go save, now once I saved my drawing, basically what I want to do is I want to keep reusing this surface in other drawings. When I say reuse, I mean like view it, extract information from it, and maybe paste it on another surface. So to create a data shortcut in the tool space, in the data shortcuts, I'll right click, create data shortcuts. Now you can see that it has the option, and we're gonna tick GM existing. Now let's go to our shortcuts folder before we click OK. And in the surfaces, you can see it's empty. As soon as I hit OK, what it will do is it will create an XML file, which is basically a coding file, that basically tells Civil 3D where everything is. So you can see that XML version, shortcuts, and this is the name. And you can see it basically tells it what to look for. So if I just go to here. So you can see line type continuous, user layers, surfaces, and all stuff that you need to know. And find crucial. There you go. GM existing DWG. So we'll be looking for that drawing to data shortcut. Obviously, you don't have to touch the XML. I just wanted to show you that it actually creates drawings here. So now if I expand under the data shortcut the surfaces, you can see there is the existing surface folder, and that is why I put in the folder. So the folder will appear here as well. So I can have everything nice and neat, and you can see GM existing. Now I'll save this drawing and I'll go open a new drawing. Now to bring that surface in here, just so I can view it, can see some spot levels, all I have to do is expand my surfaces, right click, create reference. Now when you create a reference, basically all you're doing is X-referencing your Civils 3D objects into your drawing. So I'm just gonna say I want it as a contours, for example, and yeah, that's it. And if I go to my surfaces, you can see it has this shortcut arrow. If I zoom extend, that is my surface. Now you can see that it's still a thin surface. I can still get some spot elevations from it. I can still add contours labels. And the beauty of this is that this drawing now, I'm gonna save it into my extra folder. And I'm just gonna call it existing contours. I'll put an X at the beginning for an XREF. If I ever change the existing ground, so let's say I'm gonna add a point. There we go. I'm gonna select it and I'm gonna add a point in the middle. I'm gonna call it 95. Now let's see contours. It looks like that. So if I hit save and I go to my new drawing, you see this pop-up message. Data shortcut definition may have changed. Synchronize. Now if you missed that one, you can go to your tool space, expand, there's this exclamation point, so you can right click and select synchronize. And you can see everything automatically updated. Now this also applies to alignments, vertical profiles, corridors. It applies to almost everything in here. Now the alignments are straightforward. Is the vertical profiles, I'll make a separate video for it if you want to see it. So let me know in the comments below. Now I'm gonna just give you a live example. So I'm just gonna close Civils 3D completely. I'm gonna reopen it now. So what I wanna do now is basically, I close my drawings for the day. I'm gonna go home, come back, and I wanna continue working, and I wanna create a new drawing. You can see now, there is nothing in here. All you have to do is right click, set working folder, and then go back to your design folder like that you want. In my case, it's always the design folder. I click on the design, select folder, and you can see automatically picks up the Civils 3D project folder. And you can see my existing surfaces there, and then I can create reference. Now, create reference is an XREF. Promoting, basically all you're doing is bringing actually the drawing in there. So if I go to existing, you can see there is no data shortcut icon. So I can modify this existing surface and do whatever I want with it. So I can add another point, for example, and call it 95 here. Now I can maintain the current display. And then if I go open the existing contours drawing, which XREF, you can see this one did not change. That is because this surface now in this new drawing is not a reference. It is just you promoted it. It's in that drawing now. So if you have an existing surface that you want to modify, and then it wants to become permanent and not have any association with the old surface, I would suggest use. But yeah, that's how you do data shortcuts. If you find this video useful, hit the like button, and if you loved it, share it with your colleagues so they can learn how to do data shortcuts as well. I'll see you in the next tutorial.